Guys, you have no idea where we are right now. We're at the iROAM factory with Rich Black himself. He is busy. This is our, third reschedule? Yeah. You got RVs going in and out of here. You got 2 you're building right now, right?
Yep.
So you sold one 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we got a truck out of here, and he liquid springs, and he did a flatbed camper on it. He's loving it. So.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Congrats. And tell me about this. So this is one we've already filmed.
Yeah, this one's one we've already filmed, and it's our demo. And a friend came to me and said, hey, why don't you start renting it so people can get their hands on it and, you know, get their feet wet, basically, and see if they like a truck like this and if it would fit for them for an RV/Overlander truck. And so we've been renting this. I think we've rented it 3-4 times, and just got back last Thursday on an 8-day trip, and guy actually loved it. Different model made by Renegade that he had some problems with, and he had this trip planned, and so he rented this to go take care of his trip. And he said he loved it. He says there's some things about it that were quite a bit better than the Renegade, including insulation, he said, how warm it stayed inside, how quiet it was in the back. It has the liquid springs. He says the liquid springs performed very, very well off-road. He thought maybe his rode a little bit smoother. I don't know about that, but we have this one that we've got with liquid springs, and we're excited to compare it to this one, which has Kelderman on it.
Okay.
Not very many people have, as far as I know, nobody's done an in-house comparison of Kelderman versus liquid springs. We're also really flirting with this. This is why we're doing this. This is a semi-tire, and if you put the tape measure on this 41-inch Goodyear, put the tape measure on that. We had them side by side a minute ago, did we not?
Yeah.
And literally that tire's maybe that much taller.
Jeez.
So when you split that, it's really only maybe a ½ inch, maybe an inch total diameter bigger. It looks a lot bigger because the truck's down, the air's not up on the truck, yada yada. But this tire right here has a closed shoulder. It's got pretty aggressive tread. It's got the exact same footprint as a Goodyear, and you can pretty much get this tire at any truck stop because it's on a 22.5 rim. Has about 100,000 mile rating. Has a 9,900 pound load rating. And there again, like a 75, 80 mile an hour speed rating. These are 81 mile an hour speed rating. But this is the spare we put on there to just get some miles on it. But if you go back to that one, we'll be lucky. It's got about 15,000 miles on this tire, and we'll be lucky, I think, if we get another 15,000 miles out of that tire. So we're talking about 30,000 miles, and this tire costs $1,300 now, where this semi-tire costs $430.
And you can get 100K miles potentially out of that.
100,000 miles out of that.
Wow. So, and 10,000 pound rating base, almost 10,000 pounds of capacity.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that being said, we have 617 gearing coming for both of these trucks.
Okay.
Because with the bigger tires, we're finding that's about the only thing you asked me earlier what I would change on this truck. And we love this truck. We've driven it ourselves all summer. We got a king bed up there. We've slept this way on it. We've slept this way on it. It's just, for being a 13-foot box with a 6-foot cab over, this thing sleeps 6 people comfortably, sometimes even 7, if you want to throw your little one up there with you. And I've hauled dirt bikes in there. I've had 3 dirt bikes in the garage.
Let's go in there real quick.
Okay.
Let's go in there. Wow.
So this just got back from rental, so it's still a little messy. They left it about this clean. We haven't cleaned the inside.
Okay.
But it's awesome because with the setup that we have, you have this bed up here, and you can lift up, lower that bed down, and it stops. It stops about right here. And then you can make this into a bed.
Happy Jacks.
Take that table off, and then you have another bed. Or you can lift it all up, and like I said, I've had 3 dirt bikes in here. You can put a 4-wheeler, whatever you want. So it's been pretty awesome. Bed's super comfortable. We kind of customize that. The TV swung out because they were probably watching a little TV.
Nice. And then you remind me too, this has the diesel boiler.
Yeah, it has diesel boiler, so it's got in-floor heating. And then you have an exchanger there, but also heats your domestic hot water.
Nice.
Works really good. So they didn't have any. One time I got a primer on it, but other than that, one time he had the diesel go a little low and had to reprime it. But other than that, it works really good. It controls right here. You got your DC controller, AC controller there, your inverter. This is all the lights and lifting the happy jack and yada yada, and then that's the heater stuff, and this is the temperature sensor right there.
Nice. So you've pretty much, you're learning as you go, right? You say, you know what, I'm gonna do a different tire as an option, simply because if someone's doing a lot of miles a year, these 100,000 mile tires will save you money, and they're $400 a piece.
I mean, realistically, this is what we talk about in the industry. It's like, how many miles are you doing on the highway versus off the highway?
Yeah.
I think people buy a rig like this, they want to be able to go down a dirt road, maybe not get too gnarly, but they also want that option to go down on the beach at Lone Rock or crawl across the sand at the sand dunes or whatever. And the footprint of the tire is the most important part when it comes to that, but also it looks really cool with a big tire on there. It doesn't look as good with like a 19.5 on it or even a big 22 or whatever, but it looks really good when you have a 41 or a 43-inch tire on there.
Yeah.
And so, but what we're learning is there's 3 military tire options. Well, actually 4. There's the Michelin, which just came out. They've been using now for a little while. Supposedly they're kind of loud, getting good mileage. The Goodyears have the highest speed rating. They're probably the quietest. Supposedly we get about 40,000 miles. You got the Continentals, which are a little bit louder than the Goodyears, and you're getting about 30 to 35,000 miles out of those. And then you have the Pettis, and the Pettis are new to the market, where you got Buckstop that's trying them. Quite a few people are trying them, but we don't really have a long track record with those. And so I'm just flirting around with always trying something new, because I come from Class 8 semi motorhomes, and semi motorhomes are just awesome going down the road. And so I'm like, well, let's try a semi tire. And so yeah, we're always trying different stuff, learning, looking what's out there in the market that's new and available, and see what you can improve your coach with.
Yeah. And I think you're the only guy out there that builds coaches with that diesel boiler. And the thing about it is, you don't have to carry propane. You don't have to carry a generator, because everything runs off of that. So there's one less thing that you have to do with this rig too, which I love. So yeah.
Well, and so the AquaHot, I am AquaHot certified technician, and AquaHot is making a lot of different sizes of diesel boilers. And then, but their pricing for a diesel boiler that's this size is up there. But in Class 8 motorhomes, which is a semi Super C, we use the AquaHot because you can get a really big system. This system here is made by Timberline Ewell Timberline model, and it's set up for a van or a coach about this size, and the pricing is really well, and we've had really good luck with it. They've got a Gen 2 that we'll use on the next one, and it's more all-in-one unit. But we could use the AquaHot 200 or something similar, but it's just trying to find what works the best in certain size coaches. But this coach heats up very nice, stays very warm. The guy that rented it last week was very impressed with how warm it stayed in here, and that's because of our sandwich wall system, in my opinion. And like I said, the roll-up door is probably our least R value in the whole coach, but yet how do you get the functionality of such cool things like a roll-up door if you don't? And we do have blankets that snap over it. We're getting a custom one made right now that will snap over it for some insulation. Also gives you an outdoor living, a screen,
Well, that's the nice thing about these RVs. You know, when you're out in the wild and it gets a little chilly, we want to be a little cold in here too, right?
That's
We don't want it too hot because this guy, that's a 10.5 BTU.
9, I think.
9,000. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 9,000. And that right there, I remember last time we were here doing the video outside in the summertime.
Yeah.
That it was actually getting chilly in here. So
yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
That's worked really well. And the thing that I love about it the most, and what a lot of people have commented on this rig that have taken it, is the battery system that's on.
Yeah.
We use the EcoFlow. We've been super impressed with the EcoFlow. We got 3 5-kilowatt batteries. We got 1,200 watts of solar, and there's no generator. It's an off-grid mobile.
Yeah.
And so the truck's charging the batteries at 1,000 watts because the 550s come with the dual alternators. And we'll start the truck and watch it put 1,000 watts into the batteries while you're going down the road. When you're parked, the solar, if it's sunny outside, the solar's putting in, you know, unless you're directly into the sun, even when we're flat, we're about 1,000 watts with solar. And so been really impressed. We've taken this to Lake Powell ourselves a couple times and slept on the side of the road on the way down in July. Run the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Super quiet. Sleep. Don't have to listen to a generator all night. Don't have to pull into an RV park. Wake up in the next morning, not sweat to death all night, and jump behind the wheel and finish your drive. It's great.
Nice. Well, let's go check out that other RV you have because, yeah, I definitely want them to see because that one's a little bit bigger than this one. A little bit bigger floor plan.
Longer. Yeah.
Let's go check that out.
Okay.
Oh, real quickly, guys, so you can see. So this one is a little bit longer, and he has a surprise inside too. So what's the big surprise about this one that one over there doesn't have?
Well, this has a slide out.
Slide out.
Yep. There's not a lot of people that'll do a slide out in an Overlander rig.
Uh-huh.
And that's because there's not a lot of slide outs that can handle off-road. And so I have used this slide out company since 2006. And my first Class C,
Super C, yeah.
Super C on a semi, Class 8. I like to call them Class 8. Because you have the Super Cs that are built on a 2-ton chassis that we're working on an order for a guy on a Freightliner M2. But they're kind of a smaller unit. They have about a 33,000 pound GVW. And where the big Class 8s have 54,000 pound GVW. And so I've used this slide out since 2006. I have 4 of this brand of slides in my current Class 8. And I've taken my Class 8 down some gnarly dirt roads. And the best thing I love about these slides is they're simplistic and they're super low maintenance. But if you do have to fix them, you're not going to have to take it to a dealer to fix it.
Nice. Now, is this rack and pinion?
It's what they call an Acme drive. And so it's actually what they call a touchless system. So it's not a flush floor. As you can see, this is above the floor. But there's nothing that really touches the floor when it goes in and out. It runs on a double A-arm, and the drive is in the floor, and it's an Acme drive, so it spins 2 Acme rods, and it just runs it out and runs it back in. And about the most maintenance I've had to do on is they have a bushing on that Acme rod, a brass bushing, and that's made to wear out so that it doesn't take out anything else.
Okay.
To replace that, it's so easy. And so, I mean, you'd have to tip this couch out, pop the little cover off, and reach down in there, 2 Allen head bolts, spin it off the Acme rod, put it back on. It's about, for me, it's probably about a 35-40 minute job, but we're talking like 7 years into an RV before that happened.
Yeah.
And that's running the slide in and out a lot. But these slides are super, super strong, and that's why we dared to put it in an Overlander truck.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one done on a rig like
because
this.
like even like Earth Roamer and all the other big guys, they're scared of the slide outs. Slide outs, you know, there's give and take with slide out. And you're going to gain that room when it goes out. But you also just created a hole in the side of your wall, and the only thing you have sealing between you and the outside elements is a rubber seal. And so, you know, you have that factor. And so there's give and take on everything. You know, if you want a smaller rig to get around, it's going to be tight inside. You're going to have, you know, a bathroom that's a wet bath type thing.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, this one, you can actually tell this one is a little bit longer too. So,
yeah. So where we gained that 2 feet was right here on the countertop, and then right here in this slide. So that couch and that other one's quite a bit shorter.
Okay.
And so, but other than that, the bathroom's the same. The Happy Jack system is the same.
And then you put the refrigerator actually over here.
Refrigerator here.
And this is 12 volt.
Yeah, 12 volt, 4 cubic feet with the freezer.
That's just the mechanical stuff.
Yeah, we just have a little bit of button up to do on this.
And this is a bed here?
Yep, that's a bed that comes down. And
I like how you guys do that too. You put these lights here. That way you still, if you want to have dinner out here and then you're out in nature, you can see the mountains and the backdrop. That's really nice how you guys set this up here too. So yeah.
So the same thing here. He did. The guy that we built this coach for didn't want a roll-up door.
Okay.
And so we did what we'd call maybe a barn door, and only on one side.
Okay.
So, and unfortunately, that person was unable to purchase this box, and we put it on the 2024 truck. And we're gonna have a really good deal on this truck here in probably, I don't know, a month.
Are you taking this to SEMA?
We thought about it, but I don't think we're gonna have the bumper. We're waiting on the bumper, and we're still trying to figure out the tires.
Okay.
But we are going to have some flyers for it at SEMA, and if somebody wanted to test drive it or come look at it, it should be ready shortly after SEMA.
Nice. And then and let's talk about, because in the other one I don't think I showed it to you guys in this video yet, but if you do want to do a pass through here, that's still an option for someone, for this coach, if they want to buy it.
We framed it, when we put it together, we framed it just like the other ones. So if we had to, and part of the remodel process is we're going to pull this back a little bit and pull that back a little bit, and maybe we haven't decided if we're going to leave this in. There might be some color changes, but right now we've got this set up just for the boot here. This is a sandwich pass through. It was on a different truck, so that's why you see that blue.
I see.
So there's a bunch of touch up that needs done and stuff like that, but that could be cut out, and the seat could be modified. Just like,
and look how big this mattress is too. So yeah, you guys put, and that's so. Well, go ahead.
Let's just get it straight. Like, there's a lot of manufacturers out there that put that little 4-inch mattress. And the first thing you do when you buy the RV is tear it out. And get something like this. Like, you want this to feel like your house. You don't want to feel like you're camping.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, why not just put a good mattress in?
Yeah.
So, and we still have the TV mount that will swivel here. Pretty much this, if you notice, this one's shorter, 10 inches shorter.
Okay.
But everything else is.
How high are these ceilings, you would say?
These are about 7 feet.
7 foot, okay. I see you got a radio right here.
Yeah, he chose that. I don't know if it'll stay or not. Okay. It's actually a DVD player, but
nice. Okay.
Who has DVDs anymore?
Not many people.
So whatever. That might come out.
Yeah, and then you have this up here.
Yeah, that's your mount. Yep.
Oh, it's convection.
Yeah, convection.
Nice.
And then you got your cooktop. And that's some of the electronics, but everything's pretty much the same. You got your dovetail drawers, soft close.
Wow.
You got your push button latches so they stay closed when you're going down the road.
And see, we got to talk about this. Let's go ahead and hop back outside real quick. I want to show people something on the outside of this rig. So here's what I want you guys to understand. With iROAM, you have someone who's been doing this for 20 years. And we got to go check out, before we end this video, I want them to see your Super C, by the way.
Okay.
But one thing I like about Rich is he's actually testing out every aspect of this rig. See, he's looking at other tire options because he wants you to have more life if this is not something you want to keep dealing with. Because how much are these tires?
$1,300.
Now, don't get me wrong. I would still buy these tires just because I like the way they look. But my wife would probably like these much better, simply because she wants to go.
$440.
Yeah, $440. So maybe she might say, let's just go this route.
100,000 miles.
Yeah.
30,000 miles.
Yeah, but on top of that, who painted this for you? Don't have to say the company, but you had this done outsourced, right?
Yeah, we outsourced to a guy in Fairfield, and we actually love the guy.
Yeah.
His got a small business out there, and he focuses on his business really is restoring Broncos and old cars. But I'm telling you, so he painted this whole fender, and if you look at it close enough, there's more orange peel in the factory paint than there is in his paint.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, it wasn't cheap, but we just feel like, hey, if you're gonna buy this rig, you know, we'll probably be flushing this one out at $350,000.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy a rig at $350,000. You don't want someone just slapping a coat of paint on there. He spent hours perfecting. These are fiberglass on aluminum for fenders, and he spent a lot of time to make them look that good. And so we really appreciate him, and he's been a real good teammate to have on the team. But you're right.
But my point is though, like, the attention to detail that he has is why I like doing videos with him, because he's actually putting in the work. It's the stuff like this that you would never hear from an RV manufacturer. And how long is the warranty for a Forest River, Alliance, or even Jayco? A year. And what's your year?
But they also plan in that first year for the unit to come back anywhere from, I think, 6 to 10 times for service stuff. We've rented this quite a bit. We've used this one quite a bit ourselves.
Yep.
And we've had some things we have to fix, but for the most part, nothing major. Like we're talking like tiny little things.
Right.
We use these locks from RV Lock out of Logan, and we've told them, like, see, if you don't take the pressure off, you'll break that little cam in there. And so they sent us a bunch of new cams, and they're a little bit better, but they're redesigning this lock because of our feedback and maybe some other people's feedback. It's only on the baggage doors.
Okay.
Their entry door handles are amazing, but one of the reasons that we love this lock is because if you notice, it's coded. You can lock it by a code. You can lock it by a key. You can lock it by a Bluetooth.
Wow.
On your phone. You can hit a button when you go to bed and it locks all the locks, or you can hit it from the fob. And so the fob has a 2-button fob. You can lock the entry door on one button and the storage box doors with another button. And we designed our doors around this lock. And we also, if you notice, a lot of Overlander trucks build funky doors and yada yada for their storage box doors, but we really like having a flush seal, a flush mount. Granted, it's dirty, but we just got back from rental, but it flush floor, flush seal, and a slam latch. You don't have to turn anything. It's literally just, you know, take that pressure off that handle and let it slam. And so so as far as the suspension, any issues with that? So this has the liquid springs
on
it, 4-inch lift, and
any issues?
None.
And 15,000 miles. You've had this, what, 2 years?
We've had this in 2 years. Got 15,000 miles on it. And one of the things I do want to comment on that we learned recently is, so right after we got done putting liquid springs on this in 2022, maybe late 22 or early 23, they came out with what they call true earth leveling. True earth leveling is a system that you can basically park, and when you go, you put it into a true earth leveling mode, and it will level the truck with the suspension. And so on that cabin chassis that we just sold, the customer wanted that true earth leveling. And so I called up Liquid Springs, sent them all the information for the system, and they sent out, and we upgraded it. We're soon going to do this truck. This one has Kelderman on it, so it automatically does it.
Okay.
But we're going to do it on this truck and the other truck that we're working on to bring that suspension up to the most current state. Because after I got done installing it, I'm like, this is awesome. I got to have this, right? And so automatic leveling is pretty awesome. But as far as the suspension system on this, it's been amazing. Some of the things that we've done to make this truck drive, and a lot of people comment on how this truck drives. This truck drives phenomenal. It is one hand at 80 miles an hour all day long. And so to get that, we really pushed the limit, and we put bigger sway bar on the rear, put a bigger sway bar on the front, we put twin shock steering stabilizer, and we have what they call centermatic balancers on all 4 tires, which help keep the tires balanced as they wear.
Nice.
It's a bead system that's used on semis a lot, but we put it on this truck and it's been phenomenal.
Wow.
This truck really does drive super nice, and everybody that drives it comments like these 41-inch tires, and it's seriously like, I have one guy that has a Lamborghini and he says the steering's tighter on this than the Lamborghini. I'm not kidding. He told me that.
That's awesome.
And so we've really, I mean, coming from a Class 8 builder, if you've ever driven a semi down the road, they're the king of the road. And I wanted this to drive as good as that semi, or as close to good as that semi as possibly could, and that's basically the threshold that I was trying to achieve, and I think we did it.
Nice. Well, we got to show them the other rig you have out here, and I want them to see your Super C really quickly, because what year did you build that in?
2000. I started in 2016, finished it in, or excuse me, started in 2017, finished it in 2018.
Nice.
And so let's
go check them out. I want them to see these too. Yeah.
I just got back from using it for personal vacation, so it's a little.
We don't have to go inside. We don't have to go inside, but I want them to see what you have built, because you were, yeah, like I said, it's a absolutely cool rig, guys. I'm telling you, it's super cool. If I had the cash, I'd probably have them build me one too, because it's like the perfect. How much can it tow, you would say, if you wanted to tow maybe like a big trailer like that, maybe? Like
Hitch rating's 40,000 pounds.
Oh, so yeah, so I could tow my race trailer behind
When
it.
I told people I was going to tow this behind it, they laughed at me, but it would tow this. You can flat tow these.
Wow.
If you dare. You got to build a lot better tow bar than you're going to buy at the store. But, you know, back to what you're saying, like, we warranty our rigs at it for a year, but I have a rig out there, and he's had it for 2.5 years now. I think I fixed like 3 things on it for him. Like, the whole difference is, if it takes you 8 months to build something, it's a lot better quality than it built in 3 days. That's all there is to it. And so,
and you have a team of guys here too.
Yeah,
so
we have 3 or 4 guys working here at all times, just busting them out, just trying to crank them out.
So here's another project out here. If you are in the market looking for something different, iROAM, he's warranting his stuff. He takes the time to build quality rigs. You're not getting anything better if you go to another builder, right? So
these rigs have been solid.
Yeah, and like he says, it's not that he's trying to build these as fast as he can. It's about building them with quality. And
the whole reason I started doing this is I wanted a quality RV.
Yeah. So this is the Super C right here.
Yeah, so this is one of the many Super Cs that I've built since 2006. And this, we've had this one 7 seasons. It's on its 7th season. And it's been an awesome rig. We love this. This one's got everything you can imagine and everything that you would find in nowadays about an $800,000 rig.
Yep.
Shohar built this for you, you would be 800 for sure.
And would you be willing to build something like this for someone if they were?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
In fact, the M2 chassis that we're building for a customer out of Wyoming is going to be some of this, just smaller. He already has one of these, and like, we've never seen this stuff, you know.
Oh my
so this is why you got to think outside the box, right? If you're a dirt biker, you got to think outside the box. You got to be able to haul your dirt bikes.
Absolutely.
And so you can fit 3 dirt bikes in there.
You have a slide right there, I can see.
And then this is a lift system. I can put 2 dirt bikes on there, and I can still put one on the hitch.
That's awesome, man.
So,
dude, thank you so much for this, dude.
Yeah,
now, if you want to reach out to Rich, he does have a pamphlet where you can design your rig. If you want something custom, text the number down below, get in touch with Rich, and he can pretty much point you in the right direction of a rig that you would love to have. And I mean, the trucks, I mean, someone can provide a truck for you.
Oh yeah, we would prefer that they provide their truck.
Okay, so, cool.
Whether they, like the customer out of Wyoming is bringing us an M2, brand new M2 chassis, and I helped him. I have contacts at Freightliner, Ford, Chevy.
Just make sure it's not a RAM, though.
Yeah. I don't have any contacts at RAM. I don't really want to go down that road.
Well, if we can be honest, if you're going to cut your frame or add to the frame, just buy a Ford or GM, or I'm just being honest with you guys. You know I love RAM. Just don't cut or frame on a RAM. I've seen too many stories on that just not ending well. So just personal opinion there. But again, thank you, Rich, so much. I appreciate this time that you sent. Like I said, we've been trying to do this for almost 3 weeks now.
Yeah,
so
3 weeks or
so. That rig kept getting rented out, and like I said, you just been kind of punching out these rigs. So again, thank you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Cool.